Hi Gemini, thank you for joining me for your reading today. So this is a general read and it won't resonate for everyone. So please take the bits that fit and leave the rest. And cross watchers, bear in mind that roles can be reversed. We're going to look at a particular situation in your life at the minute that you might need that little bit of help and guidance with. Let's get some support from the universe, from your guides, see what you need to know. So we'll take a look at the situation or what's happened, what you need to know about that, get a bit of guidance, and final card will be from the universe. Five of Cups kicking us off, the Devil. What is going on here then? The overall energy for the reading is the Empress. Now, this could be linked to a mother. It feels that, I mean, the Empress can represent many things, but in this reading, I think that there is a mother, in particular, in your life that this might be relating to. So, what happened? The Five of Cups. We possibly lost something, or something's happened that's made us feel remorse or sorrow. What you need to know is the Devil. This might let us know that there's a kind of barrier, something in your way that's holding you back, or it might be, that there's addictions at play here. Not a great card. Guidance moving forward, Three of Wands. This is kind of waiting for your ships to come in. All I'm getting from this read actually is it's really quite heavy. I feel a bit like Groundhog Day, like nothing's making me feel excited. Just feels like a bit of a slog. Let's go in and clarify. Hopefully all is not as bad as it looks. And this is only one situation in your life. It's not your life in general, hopefully. Let's take a look at the Five of Cups here then. What happened? What's the problem? Nine of Pentacles and the Star. Ah. I'm getting two storylines here. I kind of feel that for some of you, it might be feeling that you've lost the sense of yourself, of your independence, of maybe any greatness you once saw in yourself. And even when I said, it's a bit like Groundhog Day, the star represents our hopes, our desires, and it just feels a little bit like I've got no fire in my belly. So like there might be something at the minute that's kind of draining your energy, and this is what the loss feels a bit like, a loss of your sense of self. So, perhaps you're on some kind of journey at the moment where you're discovering things about yourself that you've not addressed before. I don't know, but it just feels a little bit like, yeah, I'm not quite myself. Let's look at the Devil then, what we need to know. The Sun and the Four of Swords. It's like something's draining your happiness. So whether this is something that you're not addressing, I feel like I'm batting something to the side as well. I know it'll sort itself out. And maybe there's a situation there that's not sorting itself out and you need to address it head on. For some of you, this could be a loss, as in a breakdown of a relationship or a bereavement. Perhaps that you've not worked through. There's a sense here for you to there's a need for you to take a bit of a break when it comes to something. So perhaps you're someone who works too hard, or seeks relaxation in things that are maybe not too good for you. It just feels like we need a bit of I'm going to say a detox almost. Because I sense that you might have been putting your energy into some things, believing it's going to make you feel better, but it doesn't. It's one of those short-lived things. Let me just put the cards out for these. Oh, that's interesting. I I've got the Wheel of Fortune there and the Six of Cups. They're lovely, lovely cards. So I do think this situation is soon going to pass. I've got the Magician out here for the Three of Wands, your card, and the Three of Wands again. Now, I've often said with the Three of Wands, you know, readers describe that as, you know, waiting for your ships to come in. But ships can only dock on... ships can't dock on choppy waters, if you like. So what this kind of means to me is your guidance here is deal with those choppy waters. Whatever that is that's feeling unsettled at the minute needs addressing. And with the Magician being here, it tells me all those elements are in place and you've got access to all the tools and resources that you need in order to fix this problem. The other thing with the Three of Wands is sometimes it's we're not seeing something that's right in front of our eyes. So that could be the solution. You know, it's there and we're not seeing it, or we're not realising that actually that's all we need to do. So you may actually be overthinking things when the answer might be kind of staring you in the face. So, final message then from the guides. I've got the Four of Cups, which is giving me the Two of Swords and the Nine of Cups. There is something that needs addressing here. And there is a situation in your life where it's, you know, just picking up apathy. I've said this before. It's like the Groundhog Day, they're not having any fire in their belly, not really wanting to do anything. So I don't know what it is that's making your energy kind of out of whack, but it is. And although I say that this is not every element of your life, if this is having this impact on you, it's going to feel like every element. You know, when we go to work, when we need to do the household chores, like I just feel like I can't really be bothered with anything at the minute, which is not like me, and I don't think that's generally like Gemini either. Yeah, we need to address something head on, take that blindfold off and deal with it, and then we will come to this much freer, lighter, happier place. Let me look at the Empress to finish us off. That felt a bit quite specific. Tower, Two of Pentacles. So there might be an issue with some of you, like I say, dealing with, it's the Mother, and there's the Tower, you know, what is that though? Let me get another one for that Tower. It's almost like being put in a position where you're not the devil. Oh. What you need to know with the devil, and the devil's come out again there, you might be dealing with a mother or an older woman, somebody who's supposed to offer, you know, nurturing and caring energy is possibly quite toxic. And this person has the ability to absolutely bring your mood crashing right down, I think. Weird. It leaves you in a bit of a place that you don't always know how to deal with this person. So that might be relevant at the minute. But what I will say, I don't feel like any of this is here for long term. So as a final message, I'm going to draw you one of these inspirational cards. So this is my You Got This deck. So let's see what message you get, Gemini, to finish us off. Impossible is just one person's opinion. I like that. The Magician certainly wouldn't be scared by anything that some people think is impossible. Okay, so I will leave that there for you. I hope you can take something from it, and thank you for joining me.